Good afternoon to you all, dear students. So today we will learn the new topic from block 26. Today's the topic of our discussion for today is protecting the biosphere. So this is the topic of our discussion for today. Alright, our aim for today is students will be able to analyze the threat to the biosphere and suggest measures to protect it. Resources needed is your notebook and your exit content book. The keywords that we will use today is reduce, reuse, and recycle. So let us learn the meaning of keywords first of all. Reduce means to perform a reduction. They are known as reduce. Reuse, the act of using again or in another place. And what is recycle? To break down and reuse component materials. They are known as recycle. Alright. So the block in block 26 we have already covered the structure of atmosphere, the adaptation of life forms in different domains, and the relationship between the four domains. Okay, so those things we have actually covered, right? The structure of atmosphere, there are four layers of atmosphere: coalesce, troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, and thermosphere. And also the adaptation of life that is formed in different domains in hydrosphere, atmosphere, right? And even lithosphere, okay? And the relationship between the four domains. All those things we have understand, all right? But you might find difficult to understand, okay? That is some of the threat that is posed by human activities to the biosphere, real and immediate, all right? And that actions need to be taken in our daily lives to reduce this threat. All right, so we'll learn about that. So what are the different threats that the biosphere faces? Danger, in other words, that the biosphere faces. What are the different threats that the biosphere faces? All right, so they are, see, the biosphere, they face lots of threats, okay? That is from natural disaster as well as from human activities. All right, some threats are posed by natural disaster and some are caused by human activities. All right, so in fact, human activities may be somehow responsible, that is, for the increase in natural disaster. How does natural disaster occur? See, in fact, it is because of the human activities, okay? That is responsibility for the increase in natural disaster. So for example, see, several earthquakes in China may have been due to the building of the Three Gorge Dam on faults. Similarly, the increasing number of hurricanes due to warming of ocean water may be result of increased burning of fuels. Alright, so those are human activities which lead to threat in natural disaster or leads to causes of natural disaster. Alright. Okay, let us read, okay, Protecting the Biosphere from your exit content book. So this is Protecting the Biosphere. You can even go through your textbook in page 45. Alright, you will find in page 45, okay, page 45. Protecting the Biosphere, I will read for you, listen carefully. The Earth is our home planet and is the only planet known to support life. Most of the threats that life on Earth faces today are due to human activities. The lithosphere, hydrosphere, and atmosphere are growing more polluted every day, and the negative consequences are real and visible. Protecting the biosphere is the most difficult challenge that humans face today. Balancing our lifestyle and habits with the need to protect our planet is of utmost importance. Let us take the example of plastic. See, we use plastic in our daily lives in various forms: plastic bags, plastic bottles, and toys. Plastic is very useful, But what most people don't know is that it is also an environmental hazard. Plastic thrown as garbage can release chemicals which pollute the soil. Similarly, plastic thrown in water bottles pollutes the water. When plastic is burned, it releases an extremely poisonous gas into the atmosphere called the methane. Besides polluting the domains, plastic is also very dangerous to animals and birds. There have been many cases of animals and birds choking on plastic after trying to eat it. One of the simplest ways to ensure that we do our best in protecting our planet is by following the simple rule: reduce, reuse, and recycle. Can you think of ways that you can apply this rule to use of plastic? Reduce, reuse, and recycle. Alright, that is about protecting the biosphere. So see, why is the section in exit content book named Protecting Biosphere and not Protecting the Four Domains? Why is the section in exit content book they are named as Protecting the Biosphere and not Protecting the Four Domains? Alright, there is a reason behind it, okay? See, as we have already learned that every imbalances between domains finally affects the biosphere. Yes or no? So therefore, by taking steps to protect the biosphere, we will in turn protect all four domains. Let us understand this with the help of an example. See, the extensive use of air conditioners poses a great threat to the biosphere. Air conditioner release CFC, alright, that is chlorofluorocarbons, which is depleting the ozone layer. The ozone layer absorbs the harmful ultraviolet rays of the sun, which in large amount they causes skin cancer. Okay, so if efforts are taken by countries all over the world to reduce the use of air conditioners, both the atmosphere and the biosphere will be protected. Therefore, see, we see that any effort to protect the biosphere protect the other domains as well. So it is mentioned as protecting the biosphere and not the four domains. Okay, I hope you got it. So what is the simple rule that we can follow in our daily life to protect our biosphere, and how does this rule help to protect the biosphere? Alright, what is the simple rule that we can follow in our lives to protect our biosphere, and how does this help to protect the biosphere? Okay, so see, the simple rule that we can follow in our life daily is reduce, reuse, and recycle. Okay, so if every person follow this simple rule, reduce, reuse, recycle, it will reduce the threat to the biosphere to a great extent. Okay, human beings have behaved in a very wasteful manner, especially over the past century. We have taken our planet Earth and the many resources it provides us for granted. So let us take the example of plastic. Alright, first of all, let us take the example of plastic. So see, plastic is an environmental hazard as it does not degrade, it does not decay, okay? And efforts need to be taken immediately to tackle this problem. Alright, because we use plastic for different for different purpose, for carrying our things, for carrying vegetables, and so on and so forth, okay, which is actually very dangerous for us. Alright, because it does not decay easily. Okay, so say the first rule is reduce. Alright, there are 3R. Okay, remember there are 3R. So first is reduce. How can we reduce the use of plastic in our daily lives? How do we reduce the use of plastic in our daily lives? Alright, so see, we instead of using plastic bag, okay, we should use cloth bags while going to the market. Alright, cloth bags do not tear easily, can be washed, and we can use over and over again. and are also not harmful to the environment, okay, like the plastic. So we should always carry a cloth bag with us when we go out to buy grocery or other commodities. Alright, so instead of using plastic bottle to store water, we can also use glass bottle or even earthen pot. So glass bottles are easier to clean, while water stored in earthen pot has many health benefits. Okay, so on the other hand, plastic bottles accumulate dirt over time and are also harmful to health. Okay, as plastic release harmful chemicals into water over time, which can cause cancer. Okay, so you have to keep that in mind. Now coming back to the second rule, okay, second rule is to reuse plastic. How do we reuse the plastic? In what ways can we reuse plastic? I hope you all know the answer, okay? So see, instead of throwing away the used plastic bags, they can be cleaned, they can be stored for future use. Alright, just not one use, but you can use 2 or 3 or 4 times, okay, after washing and then drying and then keeping safe. So in this way, we can ensure that we do not get new plastic bag each time we go out to buy our commodities or vegetable or grocery. We go to the grocery shop, we can use the one which we have bought previously. Alright, so instead of throwing away our old plastic toys, we can store them well and give them to someone younger to play with. So those are the simple things that we can do in order to reuse plastic. Alright, and not waste completely. Finally, the third rule is to recycle plastic. And how do we do that? How can we recycle the plastic? How can we recycle the plastic? Alright, so see, besides ensuring that the garbage we dispose reaches recycling factories, we can recycle plastic at home as well. So I'm sure you all have heard about the lohatina plastic, kali bottle, right? What do? They collect the garbage, they collect the waste material, and then they transport to the recycle factories, and that is how they recycle those waste. Alright, so we can also do the similar thing even at home. See, we can use all plastic bottles as pots to grow plants, store stationery like our pen, pencil, rubber, eraser, and also use them in many craft projects. Alright, by following this simple rule, we can make sure that plastic is not being dumped in landfills and water bodies or being burned. So in that way we can use plastic, okay, and how in that way we can recycle plastic. Alright, by not throwing away or by not burning or dumping in landfills or in water bodies. Okay, so this is it. Plastic means reduce, reuse, and recycle. That is how we can do. Alright, so today you have to complete practice question number 10 and then my learning chart. Okay, so practice question number 10, protecting the biosphere, and then my learning chart you can do in your textbook. Alright, and then you can send it to me. Okay, you can click and send it to me from your textbook. So that's it for our class for today. Thank you, take care, and have a good day.